I'm down to my knee, Lord, answer me. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I keep my D with. I know them niggas don't want no pipe, I keep a glizzy. Yeah, I'm big at glizzy. My mama tell me all the time, baby, you gonna be a star. But she don't even like right niggas. For real. How that's your dog, nigga, young, that nigga gon' get your beat. I had to stop fucking with niggas, I knew they wasn't fucking with me. And I can't wait to ride touch, we gon' run these mix. Shit, I can't wait to scope touch, we gon' kill the niggas. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I brought the blitz. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put the extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I make your mama miss you. I had to move up out my mama's house, I couldn't bring the tension. Cause when I leave about this bitch, I gotta bring the blitz. Hey, when I leave about this bitch, I don't know if I'll come back in. And if you really acting, nigga, you know what I'm feeling. I told my niggas bull out, cause we on a mission. My girl be telling me chill out, cause she need a nigga. And plus my son, he getting older, that's my little nigga. It ain't shit I wouldn't do for my fucking children. And making it back home to them, you know I ain't playing with you. I hear them niggas talking like I'll keep that playing with you. I heard some niggas wanna ride me down, play with niggas. They know we keep those splits burning, we love to smoke on niggas. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we don't know a nigga. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we won't get with it. I feel like you gotta pick me, I swear y'all be ignoring niggas. I feel like you gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like you gotta pick these 3-3s, they a hit nigga. Yeah. These 3-3s a hit nigga. I feel like you gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like you gotta pick me, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I look dog in the car, that nigga won't get your beat. I had to start fucking with nigga, I know won't fuck with me. And I can't wait to wild touch, we gon' run the play. Shit, I can't wait to score touch, we gon' kill the nigga. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I fucking play. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put an extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I make your mama miss you. I had to move about my mama house, I couldn't bring attention. Yeah, I couldn't bring attention. I had to move about my mama house, I couldn't bring attention. Hey, when I leave about this bitch, I gotta bring the blessing. Hey, when I leave about this bitch, I don't know I'll come back in. For real.
Hey man, like I said, a lot of these artists that y'all listen to on my intro are brothers that I deal with personally on an everyday basis. These are local Delaware artists that I've been having my hands molded with, and we're gonna play one of the newer songs from one of my artists. Let's get to one of the newer songs.
The Hollywood. You know, I had to really step back and look at my situation for what it was. You know, I didn't look at my life like it was a movie. I didn't look at all the moving parts. So maybe I didn't really understand what it was. When they say love, make you blind. Yeah, I'm introverted. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed, I got a murder. Head goes on the back, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burdens, the streets wanna murder. Streets wanna murder. I told you that this ain't a boss, it come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. Hate the city red. All the shit I see replaying in my head. When the streets talking, so we call them boys instead. Black wanna murder when they call when they're bad. And I put it but it was right, really, niggas was crooked. Playing the city with niggas, they cost them a bullet. Didn't wanna do it to him, but I had to pull it. We'll put in the streets, we'll put in the trap, we'll hit on the music. I wear my bars on this microphone, it's therapeutic. I know the streets listen when I talk, I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it. I can't abuse it. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed, I got a murder. Head goes on the block, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burden. I'm introverted. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my bed, I got a murder. Head goes on the block, the streets wanna murder. This shit come with burdens. The streets wanna murder. Streets wanna murder. I told you that this ain't no boss, it come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. This shit come with burdens. If you're a baby, you know why I get it. Stuck on the grind, bitch, I'm on a mission. Over they talking, little baby, I'm different. And on my nuts, I handle my business. And on my phone, shit in the business. I'm really rapping the shit that I'm living. I got a problem inside of my mind. I hear the streets talking, they tell me to get it. Yeah, I gotta get it. Yeah, real shit tell me I'm tripping. All of my money on top of my music to give myself what I was missing. Yeah, I never asked them niggas for a band. I never caught them niggas in the jam. I know the ops stepping in the moon. I had on my head going for a tan. I don't talk to niggas cause I'm constantly serving. I got a trap on top of my back. I got a murder.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The Hollywood.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Children been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach. Paranoid, yeah. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Children been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach. Paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care. They won't see me care. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, children been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach. Paranoid, yeah. I won't let them care. They won't see me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, children been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach. Paranoid, yeah. I can't let them care. They won't see me care.
Lost see, I glossed to it, shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button. Let's keep everything going smooth. Let's keep everything going smooth. We're going to get it cracking in just a second. Let's go.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. The Hollywood.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open. Children been making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna.
It's fake love, snake you in your face, love. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love. I ain't showing no feelings. I ain't showing no feelings. Yeah. Homie called my phone, he told me, go hard with this rap shit. Lately I be going crazy, feeling like I'm bad shit. My meat in the gutter, all these bitches want me crack shit. Niggas talking down on me, they don't want me half shit. Try to stay legitimate, I'm back on this trap shit. Try to put up in the crib, striking made him backflip. Girls who call my phone, I know we heard it, but he act tough. Bitches try to line him, we gon' find him, they gon' give it up. Go for me, I did enough. Did enough, trying to turn my city up, they trying to take my life from me. They trying to take my life from me. That's why I keep this pipe on me. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it. That's how God, bro. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God, bro. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it. That's how God, bro. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God, bro. I ain't showing no feelings. Weak emotions is expression. That's a reason to kill him. On the side with the feelings, but I got angels with me. And some demons that's gon' blow him, but I pray he didn't. See, my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back. Got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Now you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am.
Shout out to the American Aborigines in the chat, man. Shout out to my FBA brothers and sisters in there too.
It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love.
I told my brothers we gon' make it. That's how God wrote.
And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. They'll snake you in your face, look. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro. When the snake gon' show his face, then that's how God, bro. Too much fake love, snake you in your face, love. They'll snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God, bro.
When the snake gon' show his face, that's how God, bro. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hopefully y'all got the energies up. Hopefully y'all feeling good. This is a grand rising. This is a wake and bake. Shout out to everybody in the chat. For those that want to inquire on the music, this is all original music. Me and my brothers will be dropping and releasing videos to all the music here within the next few weeks. So make sure y'all stay tuned and go check out some of the artists that I'm dealing with. That's super fire. They fire. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hopefully everybody good. Are y'all good? We got DJ Cuddy in the building, man. We might have to wake y'all up a little bit, man. Let's get this thing going, man. What's going on? What's going on with you? Is everybody cool? All right. We thought DJ Cuddy was sleeping, this motherfucker. Let's get it going. We got DJ Cuddy in the building. If you ever knew it, shout out to DJ Cuddy in the building. For shit show. Let me take my time out to shout out some of the brothers and sisters that took their time out to come rock with the channel this grand rising. All I ask for you guys to do is thumb up the video right now. Go hit the thumb up button, hit that like button. Let's get it. And let me shout out to Pressure One, my big brother Hawk School, the Rent, India Goddess, King Tutoring, Tayshawn, Foundational Black Status. Shout out to Bronze Flat Power, Pop Reed. Shout out to Wilmore Reed in the building. Shout out to Big Chief Fuck You Crackers, Eastside 1415 in the building. We got Anton Williams. What else we got? We got Don Weezy, Brandon Rogers, Truth Over Everything, Craig Lloyd, my sister Chick Harmony Roots, Copper Color Nation. Shout out to Copper Color Nation in the building. Shout out to E-Knots in the building. Shout out to Maurice Miller in the building. Shy Alpha, Daz Holden, A-Dots, V-Dots in the building. Autonomous Goddess, Rain Alexander. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Shout out to Greedy Vegan. Shout out to my brother Scats in the building. And I believe that's it on everybody that's in the building. Shout out to you guys. I want to say peace and blessing. You know, it's all love. Hey, it's a beautiful grand rising to me, man. Hey, I just know we got beautiful things working up behind the scenes. You know, we constantly building, we constantly elevating the crowd of people that's coming into the YouTube crowd. But we want to make sure we gathering everybody's attention and making sure we're on one accord. Shout out to Philip Bailey in the building as well. Shout out to Lady Lynn Goddess and Cool Face. We got Cool Face, Smoke Signal in the building. Shout out to you guys as well, man. Shout out to you. So yeah, man, one of the things we want to talk about is I want to put my disclaimers out. Let me put my disclaimers out. I am not a black Negro. I'm not a black person. I am a copper-colored Negro. I do not promote black, push black. I am not an FBA, but I do respect and understand my FBA brothers and sisters. I am not a Tariq Nasheed advocate, nor do I promote his videos, okay? But I do like to piggyback off the dialogue and topic at hand, all right? And another thing, when I talk about you pretending Indian, it's a set group of people that has recently came in from their indoctrinated stage, whomever indoctrinated them, who's recently came into their Indian knowledge, who now shit on other brothers and sisters, who's just now coming into the information. So shout out to everybody that's doing the work, and fuck the pretending Indians. All right, let's get that out the way. Let's get to some of this audio here in a second. I don't want to hold you guys up. We're going to be commentating on this, and I will be dropping a link to have an open dialogue discussion. Let's get straight to the audio.
Hey, together over here. I hope y'all having a great evening. I hope y'all had a great day today. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you were productive today. We're going to get some calls. It's going to be one of those.
Hey, before I even get started all the way, I need y'all to drop them fire emojis in the chat if y'all can hear so loud and clear. And I need you to drop a fire emoji 2 times in the chat if you thumb up the video. All right.
That's Tariq. Anything situations you want to touch on? Did you guys see the story I posted earlier about the black girl? She was doing a powerlifting competition, and she started the competition, and then a judge stepped to her and they told the coach, "Hey, this little girl, she can't compete because she got some beads in her hair." So they said if she continues to have these beads in her hair, she's going to be disqualified. So they had to get all the other kids to go run and try to help her get the beads out of her hair. It's very humiliating. From what I understand, the little girl started crying. Oh, Lord, listen, we gotta, as a FBA family, we gotta really put pressure on the political establishment. If we're going to participate in this janky ass system, they're going to have to break bread. We can't sit here and our children just daily suffering all types of humiliation. And we just sit here and act like that's normal. That is not normal. We got to stop going for it. We got to say, hey, if you're not going to give us damn tangibles, all this damn suffering and targeting and embarrassment and harassment and everything we have to go through and our children have to go through, we do not participate in their system. They came out with that janky Crown Act, and I brought that Crown Act up because remember, a few weeks ago, they were thumping themselves on the back, bragging about the Crown Act. Oh, we got the Crown Act. Can't discriminate based on hair. Now, when you bring this up, it's a bunch of splaining. Well, the Crown Act ain't been ratified yet. We just introduced it. It ain't really been ratified. And the hell y'all bragging about it for then? And more excuses. Well, the Crown Act, it cover hair. It don't really cover beads and things like that. It's a never-ending plethora of laws that they're not going to enforce, so they find some kind of janky loophole to not enforce it. That's why we got to just get some paper. Family, we got to get paper. We got to get proactive. This thing where they call themselves doing something for us by putting together some type of law that they ain't going to enforce, that's useless. They have no problem doing that, except if it's a federal law, like a hate crime law. Because hate crime laws, you know, that's clearly defined to a certain degree. And, you know, you would have to judge it by the same standards you judge other federal hate crime laws, like with Asian people. If you do anything to them, that's a federal hate crime law. So they don't want to give us that. So they give us these little janky ordinances. Well, the Crown Act and certain other laws. What's the other law they try to, not law, but bill they tried to put together talking about you can't make fake phone calls and all that. You can't call up and make false reports. But they let it happen anyway. They just don't enforce this stuff. So we have to make them get proactive with getting us some paper. We got to get paper. We got to get money. And we got to stop being ashamed to say we need money from the establishment, not only just because of what they're doing to us, but we're owed that. I want us to get into the habit of understanding that we are owed. And right now, we cannot function if we don't get the proper resources that we need. They're funding every group under the sun, every halfway aggrieved group. They're giving them funds left and right. And then you have these Democratic shills, and you got to watch out for them. There's a lot of these Negroes that's on the Democratic plantation who's pushed out here to try to shame us into voting. I'm telling y'all, don't vote for nothing. I'm telling people to stay away from the polls. If they are not giving you tangibles, don't take your ass nowhere to go vote. That's dumb at this point. We're better off just looking out for each other on our own recognizance. This thing where we're supporting these politicians and then they turn around and crap on us and then fund everybody else, we are enabling a system that don't work for us. And that's why they turn around and be like, hey, well, y'all voted for me. You must have wanted me to crap on you the way we're doing. See, we got to be very smart about this thing. I don't want to hear no Negroes running around here talking about my grandmama died, so y'all can vote. None of that.
Right. That's some bullshit. Talk about my grandmama died. Yeah, that's that shit that they want y'all to motherfucking hear.
Class scammongers, my man. But sir, you're speaking about your community. Okay. Speaking about your community. Well, there you go. What do you want to talk about, sir? Besides smoking crystal meth, what else do you want to talk about? Oh, Tariq, you're right, bro. Actually, I do have one serious question, though. What is that, my mayonnaise encrusted friend? Where's the museum? It's right next to the pussy factory that your dad built. What'd you do with all the money? What I did, I got your mom some.
That nigga say he got his mom some pussy dick. That nigga wild.
Around and be like, hey, well, y'all voted for me. You must have wanted me to crap on you the way we're doing. See, we got to be very smart about this thing. I don't want to hear no Negroes running around here talking about my grandmama died. Y'all can know. There you go. What do you want to talk about, sir? Besides smoking crystal meth, what else do you want to talk about? Oh, Tariq, you're right, bro. Actually, I do have one serious question, though. What is that, my mayonnaise encrusted friend? Where's the museum? It's right next to the pussy factory that your dad built. What'd you do with all the money? What I did, I got your mom some laser treatment on the hair on her nipples. The hair was bothering her, and she wanted me to pluck them, and I said, I get you some laser treatment. So that's where the money went, sir. You're a world-class scammongers, my man. But sir, you're speaking about your community. Okay, speaking about your community, sir. Don't project, sir. Stop it. Where's the museum? Sir, the museum is right next to your father's dildo. Okay, so that's it's in the same place. It's in the same place, sir. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna let you go ahead and deliver. All right, have a good night. All right, get out of here. Okay. Little mayonnaise man. Okay, let's get some other folks
He
on here.
called his
Talk
ass
some
little
real talk.
mayonnaise man. That's why I start calling these white people little mayonnaise man. Come here, little mayonnaise woman, lady. Come here.
I know. A white supremacist worrying about what we doing. All right, let's get Mark something. All right, Mark somebody. I don't know your last name, Mark.
Yo,
What's up, Mark?
how we doing?
I'm good. Are you from Canada too?
Oh no. I'm another mayonnaise man, but I
There you go.
was raised by Spanish speaking mayonnaise people. So
Okay, let's Spanish with a mayonnaise with picante sauce.
there you go.
There you go. All right. So what's on your mind?
Also, I'm flabbergasted. I can't believe you were so quick. I wish I was that quick with a motherfucker like that. But you make a really good point about all the bullshit, the PACs, and all that crap that's just set up for that are just gridlocked, so certain people can't get to the places that they need to be.
Yeah.
My question is, genuinely, where is it? You say, like, let's get some paper. Let's we need actual tangibles. We need money, right? So where does the line get drawn? How much is enough? What are we talking about on an individual level? Because I'm just thinking that nobody is going to be happy with the initial amount that's given, right? And then where does it end, basically, is what I'm asking.
Right. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Nobody's going to be happy with the existence of us. They're not happy anyway. We don't have anything that was given to us exclusively, and people are still not happy. They're never going to be happy. And I want Black folks to understand this. So let's stop worrying about the dominant society being happy. They weren't happy when we were getting out of slavery. They didn't want us out of slavery. We had to fight for that. They didn't want us to have civil rights in the 1960s. We have to fight for that. There has never been a point in this country where the dominant white society said, hey, let's stop practicing racism and do the right thing. We have always had to force them to do so against their will. So now we need tangibles because they are deliberately putting other groups on top of us in order to bury us. That was the initial intent for mass immigration in the first place in the 1800s. So now we're saying enough is enough. We need those reparation tangibles. We need to start off with $20 trillion. We start off there first, and we've already designated who it's going to: foundational Black Americans. It's not going to go to all Black people, just a specific group. How long it will go, we'll see, but we'll just have to take care of A and B. Then we'll take care of C and D. But we got to get the A and B together. We got to get reparation tangibles for foundational Black Americans, and this government has plenty of money to do so. They're already funding Ukrainians, Afghanistanians, Latinos, Eskimos. They're funding leprechauns. They're funding everybody. They got money for everybody. But when we come up for our money, all of a sudden they've had in their pockets like they had nothing. So that's our priority right now. We're making reparations a foundational Black American priority.
Okay, I can dig it. Now, what about as a whole? I mean, I understand, just because, if you do go back to the roots, right? I mean, if you look at it, and African Americans weren't even granted 40 acres, right? They weren't even granted their 40 acres after that they were promised. And these kind of things are the root, but where I just don't see what the kind of the solution here is that obviously the systemic problems have buried African Americans into ghettos and into the fringes of massive urban cities, right? Mm-hmm. So $20 trillion, sure, but how does that get allocated? And I'm not saying that you have the answers or anything like that, but how does basically the value system change, basically, for a lot of people whose way of life it is to have grown up in these ghettos and grown up on the fringes of society because they were forced to be there? I don't know, it's a convoluted question, but
I know that their way of life. I don't really get that. What does that mean, their way of life?
Gosh, I mean, I don't know. I look at man, let's say, I don't know, we athletes and musicians. I mean, we live in a country that's culture, even though it's not respected, right? We've turned into a culture that has put a lot of African Americans on the top of that cultural pedestal, right? And I feel like a lot of the value system from people in those communities that have been marginalized is to look at people that have made it out, the fighters, the rappers, the singers, the NBA players, right? And say, I want that, and I want to spend my life in that, or spend my money in that way. But then you also get people that don't necessarily give back. I don't know. You get OJs, basically, is what I'm saying, right?
I'm still trying to follow you. I'm just not quite following where you. I don't get what your point there. I don't really get it.
I just don't basically see. Basically, it just goes back to how the $20 trillion is allocated. I'm not sure.
You don't see what don't you understand about the 20 trillion? What don't you understand? Something is confusing you. Just go and spit it out. Something's confusing you about that. Why?
Well, start with the specific Black families that you were alluding to earlier. Who is getting this money?
Oh, foundational Black Americans, people who trace their lineage back to the 1870 census. What we're going to do, we're going to start something similar to a Freedmen's Bureau. After slavery, they had a Freedmen's Bureau where they would document who were the Black people who were freed, and they would understand what resources they needed, similar to the Bureau of Indian Affairs, same thing. But the Bureau of Indian Affairs, they still have that going, and they dissipated the Freedmen's Bureau. So it's going to be allocated similarly to the way Native American resources are allocated. They get checks every month,
That's actually a good idea. We should do something like the old Freeman's Bureau, maybe with the Aboriginal twist to it, strictly allocating time, resource management to our people that has been deprived. I think that's a good idea, man.
They get land allotment, they get land
And
grants,
also
they get
document.
casinos, they get tax-free status, they get a whole bunch of free stuff from the government, as they should. And we should get the exact same thing. And more so, because we've suffered more and we built more. The Native Americans did not build the United States, we did. And also, many of us have Aboriginal ancestry as well. So a lot of us was
Many of us have what, Tariq? We see don't start talking about Aboriginal and then go on say we all genetically linked to Africa because that's hogwash. Okay, that's all. We're gonna have to get some shit straight. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to wake the fuck up now.
get the exact same thing. And more so, because we've suffered.
But just to add the cherry on top, nigga, the vast majority of our people are Aboriginal people. In fact, the people that claim African ancestry, the majority of them don't have any proof or document that any of their ancestors came from Africa.
More, we built more. The Native Americans did not build the United States, we did. And also, many of us have Aboriginal ancestry as well. So a lot of us was already on this land, but that's neither here nor there. Once we got captured and put on the plantation.
No, that is here, there, nigga. What you talking about? We Aboriginal. We didn't come from Africa. We got snatched up in the roundup. We got POW. So this whole caste system of genocide and paper genocide goes to the Aboriginal people. Nobody should be getting a check first except for the Aboriginal people. Now, if it was some foreign Africans that ran through my motherfucking land, they get it next. But the first should be Aboriginal people.
Sure. So it should be allocated in that same way. That $20 trillion is very, very easy to allocate that. And all we have to do is get everybody's documentation, find out who's who, and then start sending the checks out. The same way they're allocating money to all of these other groups, they allocate it to us.
What about creating divisions between African Americans and other groups that arrived after that point?
You would have to ask somebody who gave a damn. Because we don't give a damn over here. We're not in here trying to be kumbaya. Divisiveness don't mean anything. We're already divided. And if anybody wants to stake a claim to our ancestral debt and capitalize off of it, that means they're already divided from us anyway. That means they're not with us. If there's a Black immigrant out here who really rides with us, they will say, hey, I'll support you getting yours and I'll stay out of it because this ain't for me. But if you're trying to finesse it and flip it for yourself, we're already divided and we don't need them anyway.
But wouldn't you argue that at the hands of a racist system?
That's a different claim. Different claim. File a different claim. We're talking about slavery reparations.
I see.
Right.
Oh, okay.
We're not trying to fix racism. Okay.
Right.
We're talking about a specific debt, which is slavery. We come from a lineage of people who built this country through slavery. We're the only group who suffered that, and that's who the claim.
And I think what we have to do is just understand words. We got to up our vocabulary. So when he says slavery, I say POW. You see? We saying the same thing. I'm just using a different vocabulary. You understand me? Sometimes you have to use different vocabulary to best define and explain and express what are you trying to say. So that's what we're doing. I'm not correcting him to be bashful. I actually agree with a lot of things that he say. I think he needs alteration on his interpretation of history, and I think he needs to have more than just one head at a table. Like I said, two heads come together is better than one. So we got to learn how to adapt and have these conversations articulately. You see what I'm saying? I know who he is. He know who he is, but it's not being articulated.
For all of if somebody, you came over here and somebody was mean to you in your taxi That's a whole different claim. You don't get what we get. We're not the same as far as that. And also, we don't want to do that because they know that will open the door for other groups to come in and say, well, hell, I'm Italian and I got called to Guinea back in 1950. Yeah. That'll open the door for everybody. So we're not even going to go that direction. It's all about lineage, 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 lineage to an ethnic group, an ethnic tribe, which are foundational Black Americans. Does that make sense?
It does, Tariq. Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. You see how that works, guys? We got to be very clear about what.
Don't let the vernacular fool you, buddy. Don't let the vernacular fool you, buddy.
We're doing out here. We got to be very, very clear about what we're doing. We got to be very clear. This is about specific tangibles for us. All of that divisive talk, who cares? All of notice we keep hearing the term, what isn't that kind of divisive? We're talking business, man. This is a business deal we're talking. Other groups, when they're talking business, it's all about business. Ain't no emotions in it. Ain't no who do you like? Do you like this person? You dislike that? But none of that stuff. They're talking business. With us, we all got to like somebody and we don't want to be divided. And we all got to come together and we got to love on each other and don't make this person mad. This is not no emotional situation. We are not emotional. We're talking business. We're talking about our money. We're very serious about that. I don't want to hear none of that divisive talk. What's up, Mike? Muscle Mike, whatever your name is. Turn your microphone on.
Hey, what's up, Tariq?
What's going on? Where are you from?
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, actually Parkland, Florida.
Oh, Parkland, Florida. That was where the shooting was, right?
Exactly.
There you go. And you're a white man, right?
No, I'm Haitian.
Okay, there you go. And what's on your mind?
Nothing. I just wanted to say that, I've been following and listening to you for a long time. And, you did a good job, articulating yourself with the gentleman who just spoke earlier about reparations. Yeah. And as a first,
all of us, when it comes to getting what's owed to us, we're going to have to get on code. You don't have to understand or subscribe to the vernacular that someone else has used. You can articulate yourself by using other vocabulary to explain the same situations. Don't run away from that conversation, you guys. Your people's is old.
Really funny style about us buying that stuff down.
And and on top of that, they got this whole thing going on with the council where they rate.
Somebody said nothing is owed to us. You will have to articulate. You will have to articulate that.
I'm a reformed racist.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go. Go ahead.
So I was just kind of wondering, what kind of stuff I could do to maybe right my wrongs with you guys. Because when I was growing up, I used to spit on Black homeless people because I knew I could get away with it because no one would believe them and stuff. And it's keeps me alive. And it's just I wonder what can I do to make things right with you guys and your community and specifically black homeless people, because I was young. I was 15, and every time I saw a Black homeless man, I would spit on them. And I had Black autistic kids in school, and I would call them the N-word because I knew no one would believe them. So I just wanted to figure out how I can make this right.
Well, one thing you can do, there's a couple of things you can do. Is there a Costco near you? Is there a Costco near you where you live?
Yes.
Okay, well, what you need to do is get some wholesale shampoo, a whole bunch of it, and put all of that in a vat of water and soak in it so you can get the wet dog smell off you. That's one. Then we're going to need you to get some fine tooth combs and get some shampoo.
What about a KFC gift card? Should I give them KFC gift card?
No, we're going to use the fine tooth comb to get some of that head lice out of your scalp. And because that head lice is jumping all over the community, and we can't have that.
Should I get them boxing? Should I train them in boxing? Because you guys have been losing a lot to white people. Jake Paul beat you guys up. Tyson Fury.
The fact that you got to get Jake. You got to pay people to take dives for Jake Paul to make your white guy.
Sounds like a whole lot of coke.
He
was George Floyd, and My report racist heart felt so bad.
Yeah, he's like your Rocky Marciano. They have to pay people to take dives in order.
He was looking like Emmett Till.
Yeah. Jake Paul is a fake fighter who's not fighting real fights. So, but it is.
You think you can take him?
The white supremacists always got to take the phone. I mean, that's a part of your culture.
Do you think you can take him?
I can take him to go get a wet dog smell bath. I can take him to do that, such as yourself. I can take you to go get a nice good bath.
Would you steal his bicycle?
Sir, I will steal your meth pipe. That's what I will steal, sir.
We see.
Why do you guys steal so much?
So we learn from you. You're the master thieves. You steal whole countries and whole communities. So we've learned from the best.
Why these white people been stealing since they got here, and they don't think they owe us for what they stole? Nigga ass go on one of these white people establishments and steal something. Your ass going to jail, and guess what? You gonna have to pay restitution. That's what we want. You see what I'm saying? Can we get what we want?
Gang.
So the biggest gang is the police. You have these white supremacist cowardly gangs in your community, and they have to ambush children because they're so pussified. So how does that make you feel?
I don't know, dude.
Slow down.
I think it was fentanyl that killed George Floyd. What do you think?
Well, sir, I think it was bullet wounds that killed those cops that Michael Johnson took out down there in Dallas, sir. So what do you think?
Yeah, that probably was. You guys are very violent. Why do you like guns so?
We learned from Kyle Rittenhouse and other suspected white supremacists in your community, sir. We learned from the best.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What about Obama? How come he didn't do anything for you guys?
Because you white supremacists would not allow him, and if he tried to do anything, you probably would have killed him.
Actually, let's say because he was a hunky disguised as a black dude. He was a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. In other words, he wasn't no fucking black American.
First time he did it.
Was he what you call buck broken?
He probably was broken. And that's another thing. Why do you guys, your community, what's with you guys with your homoeroticism when it comes to black people?
I was actually going to ask you, what's up with your...
Oh, sir, what, you like to lynch people and you take black men's genitals home and y'all like molesting kids. You're 30% of the population, but 85% of the child molesters and child predators. What's going on with your community, sir? What's happening with you guys?
I was going to ask, what's your obsession with pussy? Why are you always talking about pussy?
Because it makes suspected white supremacists, buck breakers, very uncomfortable when that word is spoken. Certain words trigger you, and that word is
because we don't like homosexuality like you black guys. How come 2% of blacks are homosexuals while only 1% of whites are?
Sir, stop. America started, the Europeans turned this into a LGBT colony. Do you know so many of your forefathers were LGBT? They were escaping Europe to come over here and fondle each other and fondle their victims, sir. It was a big old LGBT movement, sir. That's what we talked about.
No, they learned it from the Moors. The Moors are the ones who told them to be gay.
The Moors did not.
The Moors were the dick washers, dude.
Oh, no, they were. No, they were not.
That nigga said
sir. No, they were. Sir, y'all been. Have you studied your...
That nigga said Moors was dick washers. Damn.
No, the Moors did not.
The Moors were the dick washers, dude.
Oh, no, they were. No, they were not, sir. No, they were. Sir, y'all been. Have you studied your Greco-Roman history over there in Greece and Rome? Sir, have you been back to your homeland to see what was going on back in ancient history to look at them artifacts? We were just over in Greece, and they still got images of them white men bending each other over there. So y'all got a long history of Bucci catism. Sir, come on now, don't project on us. That's all y'all were doing over there in Europe. Y'all were getting it in with the other dudes, and y'all still have that.
Why do you keep muting me?
Because I'm talking, sir. You're smacking. You're over there eating some linguine or something. I don't know what you're eating, but you need to calm down. I don't want to hear you eating your tuna casserole over there, so whatever your little methed out wife made for you. I don't want to hear all that smacking, son. And it's too late for you to be eating, son. You know, you have all of that sulfur in your system, and when it gets wet, that wet dog smell pops up. So you know you should be eating late.
What do you think? They're recording a rap album right now. Stop hitting the mute button. MC
Yes,
Broken Buck.
Okay,
DJ Buck Broken. Please.
Okay, you can't even get your trolling out. You're stuttering all over the place. You suspected white supremacists are so inarticulate. You get so many things handed to you, and you cannot even speak your mother tongue. You're just babbling all over the place with all of the meth and fentanyl and heroin that you're using over there, sir. Anyway, so you're getting kind of boring. Anything? Let's close it out. Land your plane, sir, or put your pipe down. What do you want to?
No, I'm just saying I agree with reparations, but I think we should be able to call you guys niggers. Like we should get the N-word passed if we pay you the reparations.
And you should do it. You should walk up. And don't do it to children, because you white supremacists are very.
No, I did.
No. Let's stop. You know, you're not. You white supremacists are cowards. When we get reparations, and not just reparations, just walk up to a group of black guys by yourself and just hurl the N-word to them, and see how that works out for you. Okay, you guys do that around kids and women. That's how cowardly you white supremacist males are. That's why you love the police. The police has to do your dirty work. They have to ambush innocent black people for you because they're cowards just like you, sir. But do that. Walk up to a bunch of black dudes, or just one black man, and hurl the N-word and see how that works out, sir. Anywho, thank you for your call. All right. All right. Did he bounced? Yeah, he bounced. Yeah. Yeah. Feel free to walk up to a black person and then yell the N-word. You're not going to do that. Y'all only do that with women and kids. All right, we got another white supremacist up in here, Baltimore. No, hold on.
A lot of these tethers and white supremacists get mad when they talk about cashing out Aboriginal so-called Negro Americans. You feel what I'm saying? Or so-called Black Americans, G. I'm telling y'all. They butthurt. They coming in spaces. They be leaving comments on my video. In real life, in reality, when someone takes something from you, they owe. It's like if you got something in your hand that you just bought out of Neiman's Mall or somewhere, and a motherfucker come and snatch your bags, you gonna let them just snatch it, or you gonna try to get your shit back, or you gonna try to get what was stolen from you? That's the I don't know. We gotta understand, man. People be running around with people that's scamming and owing debts, but we gotta learn how to get what's rightfully ours. And if we don't get it by accident, then we gonna get it by force. Real life.
Baltimore Killer. Hold on, let's see who this person is. Baltimore Killer. What's up, Baltimore Killer? You got somebody with their eyes bucking on here. What's up, Baltimore? Turn your microphone on.
What's up, Tariq?
Oh, it's the Somalian girl. What's going on with you?
I'm not Somali. I'm from Baltimore.
Okay, not with that damn accent.
I just have a really strong Baltimore accent.
Oh, ma'am, that is not a Baltimore accent in any sense of the word, ma'am. What part of Somalia are you from?
I'm from Addis Ababa.
There you go. So what's on your mind?
I just want to talk about how reparations are never going to happen.
Ma'am, don't project your failures onto us, ma'am. We're going to get reparations, and we're not going to flee like you did, ma'am. So,
told you these people be so butthurt.
Don't project onto us, ma'am. We're not going to flee like you.
I didn't flee. I was born
here. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't flee. My mom was born here. I was born here. My dad was born here.
Man, you can tell she got the light bulb head. You can tell by the way she talking. Just came off a goddamn Somali cruise ship. You understand me? She got the light bulb head like a motherfucker. Go eat something.
Well, you fled, man. That's still fleeing.
Fleeing from where?
Fleeing from your
Hey, Lady Legs, you probably right. Sound like a Somalian light bulb head that fled to London. I fled to London.
Slums, the homelands that you turned into slums. That's where you fled from, ma'am.
Listen, I know you got a Chinese sweatshop wife, and that's why you're talking the way you are, but I'd not flee from anywhere.
Yes, you did, ma'am. Yes, you did.
No, how could I flee if both my parents were born in London?
Ma'am, because they fled. They fled.
Didn't flee if they were born here.
They fled. No, they weren't born there. Ma'am, your family
The
fled.
only thing that fled was your dad out your house. That's the only thing that fled.
Ma'am, the only thing that fled was the flies from your stomach. Okay, that's the only thing that fled, and you did too.
You know what also fled? The thought of reparations out, like anybody's
and ma'am, and the fact that you're over in London, ma'am, worried about our reparations shows the kind of failure you are. That's how much you failed. You were
light bulb head. Y'all got the light bulbs in the chat. Y'all petty as hell.
Because reparations, I am pro reparations. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Like,
but you're not even. But you're not even in the United States, ma'am. So what difference does it make to you? Why are you hating from abroad?
I'm not hating, Tariq. I'm just saying, like, let's be logical here.
Why does it concern you and you're not even in the U.S.?
It doesn't concern me because I can turn my phone off right now and I'm good. I've got money. I'm not trying to beg the government for like change.
Then why are you worrying about what people are doing in a whole different country and you're not even in your home country? You're in London.
First of all, Britain is my home country, so I am in my home country.
Ma'am, that is not your home country. That's
but if you can say America's your home country,
ma'am, calm down. That's a country you fled to. That's a country your family fled to, and you fled from one country to another, worrying about another country, worrying about what we're doing. And ma'am, why are you not all up in the pages of the people who colonized and economically deprive your homeland? That's one thing I noticed about a lot of you tethers. You guys seem to whine a lot about foundational Black Americans, but you never whine or you never complain about the people who economically deprive your homeland, the people who put the sanctions on your homeland to the point where you had to flee. You never really talk about them. Why is that?
Listen, Tariq, I know you're mad because you had noodles for dinner.
Okay, no, ma'am. Stop babbling and talk. I know you over there with your forehead is kind of big and sweating right now, but use that forehead to think and answer the question, ma'am. Why are you never talking about the people who economically sanctioned the country to the point of complete, utter poverty and degradation?
I love how you talk about my forehead when you compare me.
Okay, my forehead is beautiful. Okay, let's not go there, ma'am. My forehead is beautiful and you look like a chocolate light bulb. Okay, so we're not going to talk about foreheads. We know that your forehead.
Light bulb. He say your head like a chocolate light bulb. Oh my God. This nigga is lame. Shout out to Chai Alpha for the Cash App donation. Shout out to Chai Alpha. I'll hit you up, brother. I will hit you up after this show. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Chai Alpha on the Cash App donation. Make sure y'all support the channel by hitting the like button and sharing the live stream right now. Hit the like button.
It is huge. Okay, you look like an alien with bayangs. Okay, oh there, man. My forehead is beautiful and you look like a chocolate light bulb. Okay, so we're not going to talk about foreheads. We know that your forehead is huge. Okay, you look like an alien with bayangs. Okay,
alien with bangs. This nigga said shit like an alien with bangs. I'm on the floor.
So we're not going to talk about foreheads. We know that your forehead is huge. Okay, you look like an alien with bayangs. Okay, so let's talk real.
You might look like
okay, ma'am, just talk real. Let's talk real.
I'm gonna be real with you, Tariq. I'm not even here to like troll or say the same shit.
You are, man, but your trolling is failing, just like you failed in your homeland, man. But go ahead.
I call you guys FBAs, failed Black Americans. Say, how about that? That's the person who failed. Because if you would have got reparations by
ma'am, at least we didn't flee. Okay, we haven't failed to the point where we had to flee and people are falling out hungry in the damn streets like they are in your homeland. Okay, as long as we're not there, we're good.
First of all, I keep telling you, Tariq, I know you've got like 68 IQ. I have no one fled from my family. My mom and my dad were born here, and I was born here.
They fled, okay? You're not British, ma'am. You fled to Britain. You're not indigenous to Britain. You fled there. You like to play these little psychological games with yourself. You're a fleer. You're a runner. You're a track star. You took them little ashy feet, put them in some sandals, and got on the first thing, smoking, and started running, man. So you can sit here and talk about you were born there. You're just an anchor baby. You're an anchor
I
baby.
don't know why you're saying this when you are literally saying that you're American when you're not, bro. If you take it as
Ma'am, I am a foundational Black American. My people have been on this land longer than anybody. Do you understand? There were black.
That's aboriginals. We was here before the Mongoloid, before the white, before the motherfucking African.
Black people in the North American continent before anybody in the Black American. My people have been on this land longer than anybody. Do you understand? There were black people in the North American continent before anybody, and that includes the Red Mongolian. We've been here, and we built the United States. There was North American continent before anybody, and that includes the Red Mongolian Indians. We've been here, and we built the United States. There was no United States until my family built it, and we never fled. Do you understand how that works, ma'am?
Tariq ain't no foreigner. That nigga born in Mississippi.
Not an immigrant.
I'm sorry, Shrek King. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm not an immigrant like you, man. You had to.
I'm not an immigrant either. You keep saying that.
Yes,
You
yes,
say
ma'am.
this.
You're an anchor.
I'm not.
Ma'am, you're a little stinky anchor baby. Okay, your family anchored you. They anchored you over there because they couldn't cut it. They failed, and they got that same failed mentality has been infused into your mindset, and you're hating on foundational Black Americans because we stand up and fight for ours, and we don't flee like little punk bitches.
I don't know why I talk about fleeing when the only people who fled were the niggas in the Underground Railroad, bitch.
Okay, and you're saying nigga as if you're not blacker than me, ma'am. You're black.
Nah, Tariq mama ain't no Haitian. That means if y'all know Tariq mama name, y'all know Tariq real name, and y'all don't know Tariq real name.
And your forehead
I gotta
is
cut
big,
the
and you're
allegations
ashy,
and
and
slander
you're
out.
using the N word like you're not an N word too. You think you're a chocolate Caucasian, and you're not. That's why you're home.
I am black. That's why I said that anyway.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. And you have a failed homeland, and they treated everybody in your homeland like N-words. And you've done
Yeah, but guess what?
You've done nothing about it but fled from it. Okay, so you are running, nigga. Okay, I'm a fight nigga, and you're a running nigga. So we both niggas, but niggas on a different plane in the game. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, man.
I think it's funny how you've been in America for hundreds of years.
I have, ma'am. You cannot tell me about my history.
Hey, these tethers be mad. As soon as motherfucking Negroes and Aborigines, so-called Black Americans, start coming together, talking about what we owed and what was POW, everybody get mad. Why? Y'all don't need money. Y'all don't think y'all deserve reparations. Nobody should owe you anything. Like, niggas start getting mad as hell.
You can't tell me, nor can you tell any other foundational Black American about their history when you don't even know yours and you're too ashamed of your history to stay there and relish it and fight for it. You fled your history. You've banished your history. You have no more culture. You've abandoned your culture, and you're going to try to tell me about mine? Shame on
I
you.
have abandoned my culture. I've been
Yes, you have.
Several times in my life, and my Somalia is doing good right now.
Ma'am, you're not doing good. Y'all stop sitting up here lying. You're not doing good. You don't flee from where you're doing good. Don't sit your ass in another country talking about how good your homeland is doing, and you're bouncing and y'all getting on anything you can to get the hell out of there. It is not doing good, and you know it. So let's stop all this.
I'm sorry, but I thought Detroit was an amazing place.
Ma'am, it doesn't. Detroit is better than your homeland. Okay, you don't have people falling out from hunger in Detroit, and they're not grown folks walking around with flies on them in Detroit. Okay, Let's be
Yeah,
very
you like to
clear.
talk about that, but what about Flint, Michigan, where you niggas have no water?
Ma'am, we got enough water to get the flies off of. Okay.
Yeah, but the
The
boys,
water, and we got water to them. We got water to them. But did you get fly swatters to your people?
I don't know why you keep saying the fly stuff like it doesn't happen in every hot climate. Like it's such a tired joke. It's as tired as you. You're like 50 years old on here.
Chuke, stop it. Okay. You deal with the flies. We dealt with the water in Flint. We sent plenty of water. Why don't you send plenty of cans of Raid to your homeland, ma'am? Come on, Chuke.
We have water. We have
No, you
food.
don't. No, you don't.
I know you're right, Ben. You also born in Detroit and moved to Mississippi. My bad.
That you want to have, and I have.
No, you're not, ma'am. You have big stomachs, big foreheads, and a gang of flies, and you're sitting here mad and jealous about foundational Black Americans. You're mad and you're hating from abroad. You don't have none of that stuff, and you're fleeing en masse. Okay.
Listen, just because your wife gave you dim sum doesn't mean you can talk to me any type of way.
Ma'am, and just because your burger is musty, you cannot talk to me any kind of way. I will snatch some Febreze from your ass, so you can't spray that musty little burger of yours. So don't you play with me. Now go ahead, ma'am. Chuke, go ahead, dear. Chuke, you're gonna have to get that iPhone 1 out of here. Okay.
First of all, Tariq, you muted me, so I can't do anything about it. Second of all, I don't respect.
And Chuke, I know you got that prepaid phone with them Somalian minutes on it, and you only have a few minutes left to speak. So say what's on your mind, because now you're getting boring, ma'am. Now go ahead.
It's like, do I have dementia or use the same insults with everybody? Like, can you not switch it up? Like, can you not get something different, Tariq? Like, I'm getting tired of the same old.
And I'm getting tired of the same old smell that you have under your little funky arms. Okay, I'm getting tired of that too. So we're both tired. So this is why I need you to get to the point, man. Come on.
Let's not talk about smell when I can smell the weed from here that you use for these poor people who are donating you money. I can smell the weed you're smoking right now. Okay.
I'm going to donate a bag of rice to your village that you fled from, since you will not help them. Okay. I'm going to donate some rice and some injera, and I'm going to look out for the people in your village in 2K, because you've abandoned them, and you're sitting over there in London hating on us. How dare you, ma'am? How dare you?
I'm going to donate some commissary money for your dad in prison in Detroit. How about that?
Now,
then you, yeah, see what even. How about that?
Now, man, if you keep using that little potty mouth of yours, I'm going to siphon gas out of your Uber, and you're going to be stranded on the road, you and the must and the flies. So I'm going to warn you once. Anyway, thank you so much, Mchuke. You're getting boring right now, and I'm going to have to let you go, dear.
Big Ab, you there? Salute to everybody in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I think something happened on the ab end. I'm not sure.
Most people running these countries about our reparations and what we don't get and not gonna get. See, people like to project their failure. You see, this is why we have to get people out of our mix. Because a lot of people come from failed societies that they've thrown in the towel for. And then when we stand 10 toes down, because we ain't running and we're standing up doing what we're supposed to do, which is fight for ours, they want to come and infuse their failed ideologies onto us. See, that's what I have a problem with. I have a big problem with that. That was just only watching local. All right, let me raise your hand. Let me get some people in here. Let me get some folks in here. Raise your hand, family. If you want to get on, raise your hand. All right, who is Frankizo? Let's get Frankizo in here. All right, what's up, Frankizo?
Tariq, what you saying, bro?
What's going on with you, man?
Why you always bully Africans, bro?
Lord. Now, what part of Africa are you from, buddy?
I'm not from Africa. I just think that you're always bullying them, and all you do is you try to make black people fight.
Now, where are you from? Calm down with your trolling. Pace your trolling. Now, you're a white man, and where you from? Where are you from? Frank, where you from?
Where am I from?
Where are you from?
I'm from DC.
Not with that funky little accent of yours.
I moved around a lot, bro.
No. Where in Europe are you from? Okay, calm down. I don't want to hear you hawking loogies into your boyfriend. Where are you from in Europe? That's a European accent you have. Where are you from? Where are you from, guy?
I've been around a lot. Why you want to talk about where I'm from and not what I asked you?
Okay, why are you so ashamed to admit where you're from?
Why you just want to find out where I'm from? I asked you a question.
Okay. Are you ashamed of the European slum you came from? Is that what it is?
Tariq, what's your deal, bro? You just trying to like have weird beefs on the internet?
Sir, why are you so ashamed? I'm
like you have nothing to offer.
I'm hearing some Canadian thing too. I'm almost hearing a Canadian accent. It's a little funky little accent you got that you try to hide, but it's coming out. Yeah, you one of these little 4chan trolls who sit around whining about black folks, and you come from a slum somewhere in Europe where you eat meat and hot dogs. Now, where are you from? Stop being ashamed of where you from. Okay, then you're grunting. Hey, calm down with the grunt, man. Do you have COVID? What's wrong with you? God damn.
He said, calm down with the grunting.
And that's a lot of these folks from these European slums, they have all types of diseases. They try to make it seem like black folks are disease. These folks have all types of ailments and diseases in these European countries, big time, that they don't tell you about in the media. You can hear this guy wheezing and huffing over here. Don't tell him what he got. So this is why we got to watch some of these guys coming from these European slums, bringing them weird diseases over. That's where a lot of these weird diseases come from. This dude has the mayonnaise flu or something. What's on your mind, man?
Yeah, so bro, like all you do is tell bad racist jokes and you don't offer black people anything. Like, what's your problem?
So what do you offer the white community?
Bro, what the fuck are you even talking about? What do I offer the white community? You're supposed to be helping black people, and all you're doing is like bullying other black people.
And you're
fucking retarded. You're fucking.
And you're supposed to be helping your white brethren. What are you doing for the white community, sir? Besides smelling up the room with wet dog scent, what are you doing for your community?
Are you just upset that you never became a rapper? Like, what's...
Sir, I am a rapper. I can rap now. I can freestyle right now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little mayonnaise man came through the door. I spit these rhymes. I'm twice as nice. He combed his hair. It was full of lice, and the lice fell all on my arm. I said, God damn, I'm going to do you harm. I can spit, man. Let's not play games.
That was ass, bro. Oh my God, that was such trash.
That was hot. That was hot.
Bro, are you kidding me? That was fucking embarrassing.
That was hot fire. And what you're gonna probably do is repeat it and get a Grammy, like other white people. You're gonna steal it and go get a Grammy with it. Okay, so.
Bro, this is embarrassing for you. This is very embarrassing for you right now. You look like a retard.
Sir, stop it. Now, what's on your mind, little mayonnaise man? Besides, are you whining to Black Daddy?
Because all you do is try to bully other black people on the internet. Like, everyone knows you're fake. Everyone.
Stop it. Okay. You don't even sound like you're in the United States. You sound like you're somewhere hating from abroad. Another guy somewhere hating from a foreign country. You need to be fixing
how much money you stole from black people at this point, Tariq?
And how much crystal meth have you stole from your community? Okay.
Oh yeah, so because you imagine I do crystal meth, so it doesn't matter how much money you steal from black people. Is that what you're saying?
Because
like, you're such a fucking.
You're projecting. Calm down, little sensitive man. You're very sensitive and dainty. Calm down. Calm your little ass down. Worrying about black problems. You got other problems you need to worry about, like that birth rate of yours. Okay, what you gonna do about that birth rate? Is you white supremacists are going extinct. That's what you need to be worrying about. Don't worry about black daddy. Okay.
Kind of bored of you, Tariq. I might duck out, to be honest. You're not that fun.
I'm about to get ready to drop the link to the video. To the channel, so anybody can come on. We can talk about some of the topics that was dialogued throughout this conversation. So the link is in the chat. I am going to give y'all a spiritual guidance and some tips on health. You know, I'm gonna try to add in at least a 2, 3, 4 minute insert every day, giving you spiritual advice and information on things that maybe you don't have an understanding on. So let's go into the misconception of water.
Waters without and Hiller family. So we out here in the bay going through its rocks and going through its springs and picking up all of the minerals, what we're going to call the vital minerals from the water to make the water electrical. So waters without natural occurring minerals and salts in it is not electrical at all, which makes it not alkaline. So in order to have alkaline water, the water must come from a living spring and must move through nature and literally brush itself up against the rocks to get the accumulated minerals and gold, zinc, copper, selenium, and all the other different minerals, vital minerals from the rocks to make it alkaline. Not this man-made alkaline water that we've been seeing where they take water and then they take it to a laboratory and then they add their minerals to it, then stick the alkaline label on it. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because we have a misconception about water. Without minerals in water, water is actually dehydrating. It's not hydrating at all, and it's actually acid and it ain't alkaline. And if you break down the word water, it's H2O. The H stands for hydrogen, the O stands for oxygen. So H2O means they have 2 hydrogen atoms and then they have 1 oxygen. So if any chemistry have more hydrogen than oxygen, then it makes it acidic by nature. Your hydrogen ions is what you call proteins. These are your polypeptides. These are the things that are very alkaline. That are very acidic and corrosive in nature. So if you look at just regular water without natural occurring minerals in it, it's actually acidic and it dehydrates your body. So the reason why I'm talking about this because misconception, where you can get truly alkaline, hydrating water from is from your fruits. Fruits is 10 times more hydrating than regular water and with water that's naturally occurring that have minerals in it. Your fruit tree, which is an apple, for instance, apple juice. Apple juice is H3O2, meaning they have 3 hydrogen atom molecules stuck to it, but it also have 2 oxygen molecules stuck to it. So this makes it more oxidizing or more antioxidant than any other water on planet Earth. So the misconception with water, regular tap water and all this other water, if it don't have natural occurring minerals in it, it's actually acidic in nature. If you want some real hydrating alkaline water, get it from H3O2 and not H2O, and that is from the fruits that was created and grown by Yahweh himself. Peace, love, light, and healing, family. Peace to the God.
All right, man. So I just want to give y'all that dodge the hydrate, eat the meat, spit out the bones. Shout out to everybody on the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The link is in the chat. We got Sister Soul on here with us today. What's going on, Sister Soul?
Peace, peace. You got on this health yesterday. I didn't get a chance to speak on some of the stuff he was saying yesterday. You know, this health stuff be like a lot for me. I love this, and I'm glad that you tapping into this for real, for real. I just want to say on the water thing, what he said, people got to keep in mind too, in a meditative state. Y'all got to excuse my voice. I got a little bit of laryngitis, but
I hope you get away flow. Get you some tea.
You already know I'm sipping right now. And I'm actually sipping pineapple skin tea, which is really good, guys, for your intestines, cleaning out your bile tract, all of that. When it comes to the waters, since you just brought up water, I want to say right now, since it's getting warm, guys, this is a perfect time to get a lot of that alkaline water. He just said, get you a gallon of distilled water, get you some fruit, and actually you can just cut it up. Use mint leaves, lime and lemon are the best. Put you a couple of mint leaves in there. Actually sit the jug out If you can, use a glass jar, but if not, make sure you're using one that's biosensitive. The plastic that the jug is in, set it out in the sunlight, like on your balcony, your porch, like wherever you have direct light. The minerals and everything will literally be drawn from that fruit right into the water, and it actually does everything that he was just talking about, because like he was talking about the waters against the rocks and things and how it like purifies. That's the same thing with our body, because like, our body is mostly water. So you got to think about doing the same thing with your body when you're cleansing it out, including tree hugging, meditating. Guys, stand with your soil in the dirt with your hands up to that sun. That sun will actually purify, take out ions, put purified ions into your body, and it will remove it from the soles of your feet. That's why the soles of your feet is the soul, because it actually can remove it. It's an open portal from your body to remove those ions and things, and then the earth will actually replenish it and cleanse your body by pulling in the nutrients from the ground, from the dirt, the things that are natural to us, because you are a water-based body, and it's going to cleanse everything within that. So I love that you brought that water up, bro. I definitely want to give y'all some tips on some waters you could do. Make sure you're giving the kids that. It's going to keep them hydrated, and make sure they got a lot of enzymes, and it helps with the all the neurons that are functioning properly, so they got the proper electrons in their body, and it helps with the stimulation. So go ahead. I want to just say that real quick. Peace to everybody on the panel.
I appreciate y'all for coming on with that. Hey, like I said, I'm gonna insert at least a couple minutes of spiritual health and diet and how you can eat in self defense, drink in self defense to be able to attack the system and how they're attacking you on the food and diet level. So we're gonna have to combat that by eating in self defense. So I just want to say that I'm gonna be inserting every video some type of information on that. So shout out to everybody on the panel. Shout out to Aboriginal React, Ben Yosef, Mighty Tim, and my big brother Hawk School, man. Shout out to Hawk School. Yeah. So Aboriginal React, I'm gonna let you go first, brother. How you feeling? You gotta unmute yourself, brother. Aboriginal React. You unmuted. Yeah, we can hear you now. What's going on, brother?
What's up with it? And peace. Shouts out to all my FAA out there, Foundational Aboriginal American.
That's a fact. How
Super
you
fact.
feeling? State
I'm
your
doing
name.
good.
Where you calling from?
Yeah, this your boy Aboriginal React, calling all the way from the dirty South, ATL.
Shout out to the Atlanta, man.
You already know.
So what was your name in the channel before? I know it wasn't Aboriginal React, so I got to know what it was before. I always been curious.
Yeah, Yarouche Salon.
Okay. I thought I seen it around.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to you, brother. If you got a question or a statement, go ahead and get to it.
I really ain't got a question or a statement right now. I'm just on the panel, just listening, then I chime in. Just
All
want
right.
to support you,
I appreciate you.
rep that flag, you already know.
I
People
like
be
that
looking at
FAA flag, man. Matter of fact, you need to send me the DM. You need to send me a picture of that flag. You
I'm gonna send
understand
you
me?
the
Put
shirt
it in my
too.
DM, send it to my email. I need that flag. That's nice.
There you go. There you go. Appreciate it. I did it for us. We need our flag back. That's our flag, and people don't know about that flag. Even those colors are ours. They're red, white, and blue. I seen plenty murals, plenty pictures, plenty paintings where Aboriginal Americans rocking these colorful flags. I mean, these colorful colors on their feathers and stuff like that. So
That's the land of the eagle, man.
you already know. So all I'm doing right now is just, waking up where we start off at, where we left off at, I'm gonna wave that banner for us and let everybody know FAA in the building. Shouts out to the FBA, soon to be FAA. You
That's a
already
fact.
know. Super
That's a
fact.
fact. Shout out to them. They on their way in. Shout out to my cousins. Shout out to
Yep.
them. Shout out to
And
them. For real. Shout out to them. We got the brother Mighty Tim on. What up, Mighty Tim?
Peace and honor, warriors and queens. Peace and honors. Yeah, I love you all, man. It's a beautiful day to be alive. It's a beautiful day to be an Aborigine. Calling in Cherokee warrior from my Chief Wolfman tribe. Also from my uncle, Chief Harvest Moon. Most deaf, man. It's a beautiful day, and I'm loving that. Everything that you're doing and how you powering everything up. I'm just calling all calls, being that we understand that we've been at war for a long time. But this is the greatest time right now that they trying to give us our stuff back. But with that being said, with them giving our stuff back, I feel the greatest way we can attack back is starving these Europeans off our land. But the biggest way by stop consuming and spending money with them. We only spend money with each other. You know, not to spend money in these grocery stores, to only spend money with the aborigines that we see on the corners out here bringing food off from their land. You know, the clothing and everything. The minute we starve they behind off our land, we gonna see the greatest war start. Peace and honor, warriors, love.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Tribe.
absolutely. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to Mighty Tim. Shout out to Mighty Tim. Goddamn, y'all drop them fire emojis in the chat. If you feeling the bill, hit that like button. Shout out to all the American Aborigines and my FBA brothers and sisters and my American Indian brothers and sisters. You know, I like to give you all appreciation to the classification that you adore in. So shout out to all you guys. We got Ben Yosef on this motherfucker. What up, Ben?
Hey, what's up now?
What up, though?
Yeah, I was gonna make a quick comment. I was gonna say you said Tariq from Mississippi. He from Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah,
Detroit.
Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know somebody was saying he was a foreigner or something. I was like, nah, this brother ain't
Nah,
no
nigga, Detroit nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always say that, man. You know, that's like I think the Brandon was saying he's really Caribbean. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, somebody said he went to Harvard and shit. And I'm like, I be hearing all kind of crazy shit.
Yeah. But anyway, man, I was gonna say is that I ain't gonna take too long. Just give me 2 minutes. No, I like to make it short because I know it's people listening on the other end and want people, you know, long-winded and shit, you know, put them to sleep. but just short sound bites to chew on. But I was gonna say when Ethiopia was at war, I think with Italy. I don't know the year, but this is back in the day, like back in the white days, film wise. It were black men in New York signing up to go fight in Ethiopia. I know you know about that.
No, I'm not too familiar with that. You can enlighten us.
It was I forgot which war, but it was Italy going to war against Ethiopia, and this is on YouTube. You can see this, and there's like a lot of black men lined up to go fight for Ethiopia against the Italians, and you had the guy from Chicago who knew how to fly planes. He went down there and taught the Ethiopian Air Force, and he was so good at it that the prime minister, king, or whatever, Ethiopia asked him to come down there and run, which is today Ethiopian Airlines. So it was a black man that started that. I'm gonna say started it, but got the shit running. You see what I'm getting at?
He innovated it, right?
They asked him to come down there. Okay, teach our pilots, teach them how to, you know, how to make shit work. Put it that way. And there's nothing I'm making up. There's no conspiracy. The brother was from Chicago. He's a pretty good, interesting story about him in his own right, you know. And then when Ethiopia had the famine, We Are the World. You see what I'm saying? To help feed them. Anytime our celebrities go to Africa.
Do you know that brother name by chance? That actually went over to Ethiopia? That would be lovely if you had that brother name.
He's from Chicago. If you can type in there's so many black people doing shit, man. I can't get this.
It's all good.
Yeah,
when you come back, that's just for a fun fact for my people. Just whenever you come back.
When I come back, I'll look that up for you, brother. And I get that.
Yeah, do that for me. Yeah, I definitely like to know. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's some deep
And if anybody else want to Google, if they want to Google, he's from Chicago, went to Ethiopia Air Force. Maybe they can look it up and pull it up if they don't want to wait on me. But I was just saying that black celebrities have always went to Africa, you know, dressing their kente clothes. You know, they go there buying them food, building a well. You see what I'm saying? But the African.
Hey, brother, I don't mean to miss. Is his name John Robinson?
He's from Chicago. The name, I can't remember right now, but he's from Chicago.
I think I got it. His name is John Robinson, aviator.
Okay, thanks, brother. John Robinson. Yeah, I knew somebody would pull it up. Oh, okay.
And he did that in 1903. And
Man,
Y'all
this
that's
talking
brother,
about?
yeah, read that brother's story, man. It's very, man, this brother is the way
oh
he went
yes,
to school.
I'm gonna have to do one on him. We're gonna have to shine some light on this, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Put me up. Sign me up for that album. I'm gonna look into him for sure.
I got you. We'll do something real beautiful for the people. We got something. Yeah, we're gonna bring it. We're gonna bring him to life for y'all in live action. We're gonna bring
I
Mr.
try.
John Robinson in real life. Goddamn, let's get it. Absolutely. And shout out to Ben Yoker for coming on, dropping that fun fact of deep history to show how we always innovating, whether it's here or not. You see what I'm
And
saying?
and innovating with the Africans. See, they don't want to admit that part, because they'll come over here and be like, "Oh, the white man had y'all as slaves. Y'all really only own because the white man's media put y'all on, and y'all didn't have anything to do with us getting over here in 1965. It was the good white man that did it." We get that's what I said. We got the reason I'm saying all this is that we've done all that for them. We have all this love for the African, but the African has never come over here and built a damn basketball court. Uh,
Tribe.
you know what I'm saying?
I
They,
ain't
if
built
I
a
was what,
slide. I ain't put a playground together. I ain't did a motherfucking thing besides contribute to the caste system at hand.
yep, and then as far as reparations, they gotten reparations. The IMF has given African countries billions of dollars, which they don't even pay back, and they squandered it. They squandered their shit. They don't build their infrastructure, their plumbing, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Healthcare over there, because all their prime, like they say with Nigerian, the Nigerian doctors is Nigerian doctors, Nigerian engineers. Okay, how come your prime minister has to fly to Europe for medical care? See, you can only be great around us. You can only be great around Britain. You see what I'm talking about? But you can't be great in your own goddamn house.
See, that's because they political leaders using that money to buy guns to kill other Africans with.
Wait,
That's it.
you know what they need to do, brother? They need to man up and grow up some balls and do like we did. Have a civil war, a revolutionary war like we had with the British. And if you die, bitch, you die. You don't run. Men don't run.
Tribe.
If somebody break in your goddamn house, you ain't running out the motherfucker. Well, you can get killed. Well, I'm gonna die tonight. Goddamn it. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So all that shit can end in Africa. If the government know that all the men is running, that go for them bitch ass Afghans, them bitch ass Ukraines, all these
Ukraine,
bitch ass people running,
like the
running,
East
running.
Indians that
We
came
the
They all
over.
only
running.
we the only motherfuckers who ain't ran off their land. They can't run us off our land. That's why the whole world hate us. We the hardest niggas in the universe.
And we the only
Tribe.
ones going against white supremacy. Brazil ain't going to this. It's more niggas in Brazil than here. They ain't going against white supremacy. We go at white supremacy head on. Imagine if there was no black Americans, right? The African and Caribbean wouldn't be shit. It would be like the Inuits up there in Alaska. Like you know about them, but you really don't know about them. What's
Hey
great
man,
coming out of Africa?
we the only reason they can't colonize the planet, bro.
That's right, and that's
The
why
whole
I'm gonna
planet,
stress
the whole
again.
planet would be colonized and going for this okey doke shit if it wasn't for the so-called American Negro. Straight up, bro.
Yeah. So
But
that's all I pretty much wanted to say, just to show that we done all this for these people, and they have the nerve to come over and say they don't want us to get paid. Man, I would never forget this shit. Never. I would never be cool with these motherfuckers. I would
Hey
never be
man,
an ally with these motherfuckers. Never,
we the
never,
reason,
never.
we the reason motherfuckers got rights in this country.
Whoever saying you don't need no check is crazy, man. I don't understand the logic.
That's some low ass shit, man. It's like if you have a lawsuit coming in, or you got a record deal, and I'm gonna call up and be like, nah, man, don't put that nigga on, man. Man, you would hate my fucking guts. You know what I'm talking about?
that's why I'm gonna say again. That's why we gotta starve them out. See, all this what we doing. Like my uncle always say, my chief uncle chief. He always said, we keep bullshitting, we gonna find ourselves in a museum. Eventually, they're gonna weed all our behind out. You know, we gotta stop. We
Talk
gotta
to them.
starve these folks out and get on their ass and show them that we dead serious. We the biggest consumers. It's what we doing. It's what we applying. They got the greatest power under control, and that's us. The minute we stop and the minute we get back on point with each other and prepare and bear arms with each other is the minute we gonna see it all go down. The minute we can take back what's ours. Knock and burn all this shit down. Burn it all down. Stop all their ass if they running up on us and thinking it's a game, because we know what it is and we know where we at a point. We got to be mighty men and women and chiefs of this damn land. If we don't take it serious, then they gonna run all through this shit, and we can sit here talking, complaining about what we got to do, what we need to do, and the same thing gonna keep going on until we get our ass together and get our mind right to get their ass off our shit.
Well, and let's break that down, and we're gonna break that down here in a
All right, peace,
second.
brother. I'm out.
Hey, shout out to Ben Yosa, man. Once again, shout out to Ben Yosa. I do want to break that down once again. Shout out to Indigenous Minds. We got Indigenous Minds. Peace and blessings, Indigenous Minds. You got something you want to say? You got a question or statement, brother?
Oh man, I'm just as always. Usually I just chime in, or I'm just listening, man, to everybody build, man, and you know, uh, hearing the video with the how people talk, man, it's just a shame because it's not. It's happening everywhere, and it should be a common theme for all of us. That's melanated people all over this planet, and we just have to give each other that respect. Like, yo, we are the first that's on this side, y'all on that side, and y'all should be able to understand exactly what the hell we're going through. But it's just a shame that it just don't happen like that. But I must say that everybody ain't like that. Those are just the few trolls that call in just to talk that shit. No, none of them people are good for nobody cause they viruses. And they just gonna get eliminated along with the other viruses. So that's really what's going on.
A lot of them are not. So now we to the point where we like, nah, we just dealing with us. We don't. If you ain't from the North American Negro stock, we not really. You know what I mean, we can't hold you up right now. We got to get us together. At the same time. You see?
And they really shouldn't be speaking on what we need for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You didn't go through what our grandparents went through. And the fact that you don't even understand our history, that's really one of the biggest issues. And that's due to the system of education that's taught to us, just taught around the world. So we gotta clarify all that shit, but they just stay out the way,
Somebody got to mute up. Somebody got noise. Go ahead. You good?
But yeah, I digress though. It's just I'm just listening, man.
Nah, that's some real shit though, man. We gotta buckle up, man. We can't. And I know each and every African don't think like that, which I know that, you know what I'm saying, or each and every nobody. But for the vast majority, that's what's going on, systematic. You see what I'm saying? And when it boils down to it, even if you're not doing nothing, you in the way, you're not bringing anything tangible to the table that's beneficiary to Negroes in America. So what I'm saying is, I can ask any foreigner from anywhere, what do you bring to the table that benefits Negro American situation? None
Facts.
of them have nothing.
Facts.
None of them have nothing. So like, we don't need y'all. We're gonna hold our own shit. And we encourage y'all to go get y'all shit together and take back y'all shit where excuse me, your people stop. You see what I'm saying? We gotta start taking this shit within consideration. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but like old boy said earlier, man, we the ones that lead by example. So once we get to putting our feet on the goddamn ground and moving this shit, the shit gonna end up moving anyway. It has no choice, man, because it's just what we do. It's who the fuck we are. And as far as when he was talking about the gentleman that took that was an aviator, John Robinson. This, I've spoken this issue before, man. This is what our people have been doing. We've been at war with these motherfuckers, literally. from World War One, and I think that was the difference between World War One and World War Two. Uh, like I said, man, I went down by Cairo, Illinois. An old gentleman told me why he joined the war. He said I joined because they was coming into our land fighting us. They was coming into Illinois, taking our shit and fighting us. So I joined the war to fight them. That's a big statement, and that's something that's not taught to us.
Yeah, man, and like I said, that's part of the history. You can only get it through oral dialogue because most of the written records has either been destroyed or hidden. And they started constructing these fabricated and allocated and artificial stories during the 1800s is what we call the Reconstruction period. So it's hard for us to dodge a lot of the hijacks to peep and see what truly your ancestors was taking place in actively. You see what I'm saying? So
Facts.
it's
But
just a lot of.
AP, what
Go
about
ahead.
the books that we have, brother? Like the old books, right? Because you know how they always be talking about put it in the book and a nigga won't find it, or all this sayings you hear,
Right.
like we ignorant
Right.
and stupid.
Well, a lot of the older books are probably with reason to have less lies and fabrication to it. Not saying that it don't have its own twine to it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the books in oral literature that your ancestors literally wrote was burnt down. They
That's a
was
But
fact.
burnt.
a lot of the old, some of the old ones though, brother, they have the information. Like some of the ones like 1400, written like the 1500. Even the stuff that talk about the old Roman law. When we look at the information in these books, it's proof
No,
of.
no, I'm not. Well, them Roman log stuff, yeah, that's about as old as you gonna find of Roman logs because that's about when Rome took place. But I'm dealing with the operation of pre-America, like
I'm talking about
15,
the timeline,
1400.
AP, the timeline, like the things that
Yeah,
talk about when things happen. Okay, let me say it like this:
so the
the things that
timeline,
happened when they
the
came on a certain time, and showing like what they did here when they went to this area there. The even like documents, the records that they have. When you look
can
at the stuff,
can
it
you
break
give me
it
an example?
right.
Can you give me an example? Just so
Like
I'm.
I showed you one before, bro. That was actually like a 1400 book, and it was telling everything about like the slaves. It proved that they were white when they came here. It proved that they were slaves under the husband and the wife and
Okay,
all.
listen. For instance, that book that you were showing, I don't remember. I don't know what book. That's why I said,
Let me see if I
give
can
me
pull
an
the other one
example.
up.
I
Go
be
ahead.
reading so much. I see so much. It's hard for me to remember. Uh, from screen share to
But
screen.
with what I'm saying, bro, with the book though, even still, the information. You want me to screen share it? Let me. Okay, I got to get the link. But when it comes to the information, I'm saying though, it still proves everything that they have been doing. Is what I'm saying. All the books kind of coincide with certain information of they came here into this city,
But
they came to
I
this
mean, no,
state.
no, no, no. I'm not negating it. That's why I said
Yeah,
I'll
he
bring
agree
some.
with you, sis. I think we just talking about the year that them books came
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Like you done went like two, three,
I'll
4 centuries back.
Okay.
Yeah. We was talking about the 1800s and the Reconstruction period, and you're talking about the 1400s. But what I'm
Right.
saying is, I haven't really seen no. If I did see a book from the 1400s, I don't remember. And if it was,
Okay.
it'd probably be hard for me to actually proofread it because I wouldn't be able to read that language of that time that was around.
Right.
You
And
see
that's
what
the
I'm saying?
thing.
So, and I know
Let
it
me.
wasn't in English. So if we read it in the English, we know it wasn't written in the 1400s. It's a translated
Facts.
version,
But it
something that was
is,
Facts.
in the
brother. That's the
1400s.
whole thing. The
So,
books are all written in the. It's not in like the English that we read. It is. You can read through it. It's hard, like literally. But like different, the vowels and certain things weren't there. So it was like different letters were used for certain vowels. So when you read through it, it's hard. It's hard to read through it,
No,
but you can read.
it's books there, sis. But like around 1850, like Ak was saying, around the Reconstruction period, they started rewriting everything. All them books you talking about, either they done stole them or burnt them up. Now, if we could run across one or two every now and then,
And
that
not
might
all of
happen.
them, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't read them
No, I didn't
myself.
say all of them, sis.
But
But
some.
what I'm saying is, I'm an avid reader, and it's very hard for me to find a book that dates back to the 1600s that don't
fast.
cost tens of
I've been
thousands
doing
of
it for a
dollars.
long time.
I understand that, guys. I
And
hear you.
and when you look into the literature, when you start coming around 1850, they
Hold on,
had
hold on,
certain
brother Harper.
publishers.
Hold on.
That,
I don't want to discredit any of her because she might have, and like
Oh,
I said,
not at
I'm
all.
always
Never.
encouraged to
No,
learn.
sis be
So
on point.
if you have that, sister, we would love to see that. That'll be first time we've
Okay,
ever seen it.
I want to grab one. I'm gonna just hold on for what I was trying to say until y'all see the book yourself, and then I'll go in.
Well, you know,
Go
I
ahead.
done
I'm
seen
trying
the
to put one up.
I done seen like the 1500s, 1600s where all the S's are F's and all that kind of weird shit, and you got to read through that. You know what I'm saying? But I think like we really agreeing, sis. Yeah, we go to those sources, but they're so far and few between. It's harder to get to those sources. You know what I'm saying?
Also, like AP was saying earlier, you went to a reconstruction period. A lot of shit written after the late 1800s, after the Civil War. They didn't got their hands on it. They didn't re-edit it because every book you
Facts.
can find right now is always re-edited. You won't find a word that utilizes the word Negro. You know, Negro was a misnomer. So, and we also discredit our own work that our own people put in. You know, it's a lot of shit that we didn't wrote down. So I think it's just, man, we just got to see ourselves within the language itself, and the changes. Because I imagine, like my grandfather, if he was Creole, he spoke several languages that are of an American, at that time, an American tongue or whatever they classified as American. So I'm just saying, just language is just a whole nother level when it comes to literature as well. So, but yeah, I
Man,
like.
damn near every state in this motherfucker named after a so-called Indian word.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Every
All
state.
this, all
The
this shit hard,
definition
bro.
and meaning, with the Aboriginal definition and meaning behind it. So we done went through all the states showing you the Aboriginal term compared to the term, the spelling today, the meaning, the tribe, what it came from, what it meant, all that. We done did that. That's why we tell y'all go check out them American Encyclopedia bills, man. Probably like 3,000 hours worth of reading. You know what I'm saying, and explaining your culture in America, your contributions, your inventions and innovations. You see what I'm saying? A lot of this shit they not telling you about. I'm not saying this don't tell you about some shit because obviously they do. We source up and use the books that's allocated to prove our point. But some of them lie with fictional reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Some of them straight.
They use that double talk.
And you also got a foreigner most of the time often writing these observing from an outside point of view, not from an inside point of view. So they're often speculating on most ends. Some of it with good reasoning, not saying with maybe data to support it.
You know what? And they still doing it today. They still doing it today. I catch people that like to travel on their YouTube channels, whatever, and they go to places and try to tell the world about this particular place. And every time a person goes to South America or anywhere, this dude literally, white dude literally said, "Oh man, the African, I can feel the African presence." And I'm asking myself, at what point in time did you ask any of these motherfuckers if they was African or anything? Because I guarantee when you talk to an elder, the motherfucker know exactly where he from. He gonna tell you that he ain't no goddamn African. But they go there to these places and do it, especially like Suriname. These, how you gonna find a native of Suriname, a native, but call him African? So this is what they do. And it's a lot of double talk.
Well, look,
Yeah,
even when you go back to like George Bonga and he's 1700 fur trader, he looked black as Marcus Garvey, for lack of better words. But they calling him a Negro, but his daddy all Ojibwe and his mama all Ojibwe. So when did this nigga become African American? It's that kind of shit they doing in the 1800s in the literature.
right. They'll tell you that 20 odd Negroes got off in Jamestown or Hampton, Virginia, and then new literature tell you 20 odd Africans got off. You see what I'm saying? That's the shit they do in the 1800s. It's the refurbish, it's the reconstruction.
Yeah, they put a whole fresh paint job and some new rims on history.
But then they like you say, the double talk is they'll tell you the truth, but then try to somehow they contradict it. They don't have no assurity in what they say because they always use words like perhaps and maybe and shit, right? So, but yet they tell us that our people went through the great migration, the greatest migration that the world has ever experienced. Our people went through the great migration that occurred within the United States. Why wasn't it called the Great Immigration? And why, when the Negroes left America and went to Africa, why wasn't it called the Great Remigration? Why was it called? Why was it called the Negro the black immigration with an E or with an I? See, we gotta pick up on shit like that. We the only people. We ain't going nowhere. This our shit. They can't get rid of us over here. They could tell everybody else to get the hell up out of here except for a nigga. And I dare them to try it.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Ab, is I was watching this old movie. It ain't that old, but it's what is it called? The Quick and the Dead, and it's like about the Wild Wild West shit, the time period we talking about, mid 1800s gold rush shit. And if you notice, bro, you got all these foreigners living in these little dirty shanty towns where motherfuckers done built these little raggedy ass houses with some motherfucking boards and ain't nothing there but a little fake motel, a whole house, and a bar. Because these people just passing through, just in here digging up gold, trying to find treasure in our land. And then we living in these temples and castles, and we building Corinthian towers, and you got all this so-called Tartarian architecture all through the Americas that we got here already built up. But then they reversed the history and they stole our identity. It's identity theft, my nigga. These motherfuckers done took your shit and, oh, I'm American. Oh, I live in this house. A nigga done straight took our identity and our home, my nigga. And some of these niggas is so blind to the fact, bro. It's really sad.
Nah, that's a fact, bro, and that's why we be trying to give them what's going on because it's like an illusion. You might not see the trick. I know the trick. I'm about to spoil it for you. You see what I'm saying? And some people get mad when you spoil a trick for them. Like, you know what I mean?
Facts.
I need to
Yeah.
believe it. Trying to get you out the illusion.
Ain't no rabbit in that hat.
Right. Ain't no rabbit in that motherfucking hat. You see what I'm saying? Flat out. So listen, man, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. Anybody else can pop on, hit that link, share the link, man. Another thing I want to talk about is people want to highlight all this, but listen, America is a Negro continent.
Try.
From Brazil to Canada.
Try.
Stop saying that these Asian descent people are aboriginal to America. They're not. These people are often the first invaders, the first foreigners. We got
They
to
came over
stop
here
that.
looking for our gold too. The pale face was so jealous of the Chinese coming over here digging up gold that they put out a whole new law to keep the Chinese out this motherfucker. Cause they got down, I guess they digging faster than they are. So everybody over here trying to get to our gold, my nigga. Meanwhile, we ain't tripping off this shit. We walk around with gold teeth, putting this shit all in the wall at the house.
The little Chinese
You
came
people
over
so
here, they
dirty
was
and
down there
motherfucking poor.
naked. When the little Chinese
Straight up.
came over here wandering, they seen niggas dripped and draped up. And they was dressed in normal Chinese, you know what I mean, sumo wear. You know what I mean? You ever seen sumo gear? The motherfucker, what they wear. You look, when you came to America 1,000 years ago, you would have ran across a nigga similar looking to this. This is the actual primary depiction from the Moma Palmeros of what the indigenous people depicted themselves to look at. So at 1100 AD, right, or 1100 AD, this is what you would have seen here. This is part of the epigraphy. Epigraphy is the information of the people and the environment and describing what they look like at the time. This is epigraphy. Who look like running the land here? Negro. Who it look like was an invader? The little Asian. And he showed him Asians are often little, very little people.
AP, I got one for you that's a lot closer to in the mid 1800s that'll show you what a full blooded uh Creek Creek Indian was considered and what he looked like. And you probably, I'm sure a lot of people, if y'all up on it, y'all done already seen it. But from the book of Historical Collections of Georgia, page 174. Matter of fact, y'all can go through all the ones through the pages from 160 to 169. Y'all can see what a mixed Indian looks like.
Enough for you. This Creek Indian.
Hey, that's good enough for me. And this man, he wasn't he like a naval? No, he was from Tennessee, wasn't he?
I believe he was Tennessee. Tennessee.
Yeah, facts.
The Muskegee, they still on the reservation looking like that. I did a whole build years ago with a nigga on there. He was trying to get away with murder because he did it on in Indian land, so-called Indian land. So he didn't feel like the government could prosecute him. And this is like in the 2000s. And this nigga is look as Negro as motherfucking Malcolm X.
It's plenty of so-called Negroes on these reservations too. Plenty of them.
Well, that's who they put there. That's what niggas don't get. That's who they put there. All these pale faces, bro. This shit don't even make sense, bro. They had, man, back in the day in the 80s, they had a commercial about pollution and they had the Indian, so-called Indian nigga on here. He going to Carter. Jimmy Carter gave him a motherfucking recognized him, gave him some kind of country ass medal and shit. The whole time this motherfucker is Italian.
Iron Eyes Cody.
That's him.
Another Italian.
This nigga Sylvester Stallone. Talking about here in.
Right.
Hey, ain't that what
like somebody. Like I said, man,
Hey yo, I'm an Indian over here.
Yeah, Indian your ass over there, motherfucker. You a East Indian nigga. Your ass from Europe. Yeah, Ethiopia bad, boy. They be cutting off private parts in Ethiopia. That's true. They got a bad thing about cutting off the women's clitoris at a young age in Ethiopia and in Somalia. That's a bad. They got a very bad thing about it.
That's sick.
They gotta stop that.
That's sick.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what they doing with them after they chop them off now. Who's to say? Over that motherfucker now.
That's nasty, though.
Seriously. I mean, they just throw them away. I mean, they hungry, man. They ain't just throwing away good. Never mind.
Niggas ain't eating no Clintlands. I know they ain't eating Clintlands, is they?
Hey, with a little hot chili powder or whatever that Ethiopian spice is. Clit chowder. That nigga said clit chowder.
Forgive us, Lord.
They got clit and dumplings, and oh hell no, nigga, I don't want none. Take your Ethiopian ass back over there. I don't fuck around. That's why we take care of our queens over here, our empresses over here. Even though we all deprived and going through our issues, we still will never go mutilate our beautiful women. Okay, that's a lot of you foreigners. A lot of foreigners bring this mutilating your family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do that over there in them other countries and come over here and be projecting and doing that shit over here by trying to claim black, and then they say black people just a black dude just mutilated the whole white family. Nigga, that's no nigga. That's an Ethiopian nigga. Let's get it right. Don't try to put that shit on black folk. No, no, no. Don't put that shit on Aborigines. No, nigga, you Ethiopian, nigga. Let's get this straight, y'all. Move this nigga out the crowd, nigga. He's over there.
They seem to want to
Niggas won't even go to some Chinese restaurants because we ain't even gonna eat no cats.
Man, I don't eat Chinese food. I swear to God. Anybody ask me, do I want some? Hell no, I'm good. Oh, you want something from the Chinese store? Hell no. What a Jap spot. I'd rather fuck with the Jap spot. Hell no. What a Japanese spot. Give me some hibachi. I can't fuck with the Chinese, boy. They'll feed your ass anything. They'll feed your ass that granny dead ass foot that they've been rolled for 5 years, stuffed in them little shoes. They gonna chop that motherfucker off and sell it to you. Chinese people are disgusting, man. I'm telling you, they are some nasty people on this planet. They eat anything. I'm talking about literally anything. I ain't no motherfucker eat cow hooves.
Cow tongue
You
too.
know, the hoof though, that bit rubbery, leathery. That motherfucker ain't nothing but
It's nasty as shit, bro. That's how you know motherfuckers made of something different, man. We Atlanteans, man. We ain't on that, man.
they'll feed your ass bat soup with termites in it. Dehydrated, crispy termites. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll be watching these food places in y'all little countries. Yeah, I'll be watching y'all shit. Yeah, motherfucker come over here talking about, yeah, I'm from Nigeria. Oh, I seen what the fuck y'all eating. You can go pay 22
Kids,
cents. 22
them
cents
niggas
and
was
get a
eating each other.
dehydrated roasted bat with some nice sauce on it. And the sauce look good, but that bat don't look good, man. And then y'all advertise bush meat. And then y'all don't tell nobody what it is. They say it's bush meat. And I figured out what bush meat is. Bush meat is anything that comes out of the bush, out of the woods. It don't give a fuck. It could be a cat, dog, hyena, buffalo, gerbil, cat, warthog, or anything else. It don't matter. I know why people don't eat lion because you ain't allowed to eat lion. Lion's meat actually have poison in it. Did y'all know that? Lion meat have poison in it. If you was to eat over a pound of lion meat, you probably die. If you eat over a pound of lion meat in 1 month, you probably die. So I'm just saying, they animals that you catch, you can't even eat. Somebody said caramel fried maggots. Now that's like disgusting, but the caramel kind of made it sound okay a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm cool. But yeah, they really do. I watched the Nigerian show. They was in Zambia. He was like, yeah, what y'all got? Want to eat some food? They was like, they pulled out some maggots. It was like big ones. I'm cool. You would never come to a place in Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, nowhere in the United States, and they go to any restaurant that's going to offer you a termite, cockroach, bug, beetle, or anything like that on the menu. Nowhere. Nowhere. Only over there in them countries, man.
Yo, app.
I mean, you go to Alabama, they might offer your ass a pig face, some pig ears, some pig feet, some chitlins and shit. It get a little strange down south now. Fuck around.
Yo, Ab, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, DJ.
Hey man, they made it legal for the for the Chinese to kill the rats in New York and serve them up. That was
See,
some
that's some
years ago.
bull. That's some bullshit. See, and New York got a real bad mice problem. Them rice, that mouse be big as hell.
That's why
And they
they
got,
did that, and then they shipping it across the country to other Chinese places. So be
I
careful,
think that's
bro.
what the General Soul's is. I think that's rat meat. That's why I don't fuck with General Soul's. And no, that's Master Splinter. Y'all just ate Master Splinter. Yeah.
Get yourself a chicken on a stick. It looked like a rat in mid run.
Yeah, nah, my man said he ate some of them hyena gizzards and them motherfuckers was good.
Said a rat in mid run.
Chewy, though. They got some brown fufu. Y'all ever ate fufu? You ever seen fufu? That's that white looking shit that look like dough. They got some brown fufu. I seen on one of these Nigerian shit. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, his ass already getting shipped around in Dubai. Wine tour is. I had there. Fuck you, Lucky. Zebras? Nah, ain't nobody eat no strong ass zebra. Don't nobody eat horse. Who the fuck
That motherfucker strong as shit.
like we don't eat horses, so what the fuck make you think we gonna eat a zebra? Real shit. Africa be getting busy, boy. I ain't never seen nobody eat a giraffe neither. What's up? You can't eat giraffe meat?
Hey man, they need
No,
to
I
be trying to
seen that.
ride the motherfucker
They eat
somewhere and
that.
quit
I
walking.
seen that on YouTube.
Say what?
I said I seen that on YouTube.
Oh, somebody ate one on YouTube?
On a giraffe. You can look it up right now.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. I need to find a nigga who just ate. Damn, man, you can feed a whole couple villages with a giraffe. Won't they just spend their life attacking and killing giraffes? That
All
one
them big
giraffe.
ass animals, eat some elephant meat.
Nah, I wouldn't try no elephant. That motherfucker, he look dry. That motherfucker. I wouldn't try no elephant. Y'all pushing.
You gotta get a little monkey gravy on it.
Oh hell no! Monkey gravy made from the foot of two baboons. Baboon foot gravy, nigga. Yeah, y'all niggas. Somebody African eat dogs. Yeah, African do eat dogs. I seen them. Yeah, that's a fact. Africans diet is just like the Chinese. I swear to God. The Africans diet is just like the Chinese. They bush meat. They had a cat and a dog on it. The man was like, "Is that a cat?" He's like, "Yes, this is a wild African cat. This is a wild African dog." And then, man, these motherfuckers going crazy for it. They had lion meat. Y'all won't even believe the most exquisite meat they was going crazy for. Name it in the chat. Name it in the chat. I'm gonna tell y'all. Hippopotamus meat. They said it tastes just like pig. Somebody said, "Damn, I ain't had lunch. Me neither, man. I ain't gonna want to eat my motherfucking chicken sandwich." Thinking about these little motherfucking rats. See, but listen though, I just figured out that you can't eat lion meat. So I don't know. You probably can't eat a lot of that shit out there in Africa. That's probably why they don't eat it. Yeah, I seen a motherfucker make ostrich egg too. They fry that bitch up with some peppers and onions and threw some sausages in that bitch. Hey, they was in there fucking it up. I was like, hell no, I ain't eating no motherfucker. It was no my bad. It wasn't even no ostrich. It was an emu. Same thing. Shit, motherfucker look the same. It was an emu. That motherfucker is black than a motherfucker. I was like, hell no, I can't. I never go to Africa. Fuck that. I ain't going to no goddamn Africa. I don't even want to go visit. I don't want to go see nothing. I don't want to take a safari ride. I don't want to go. I don't want to go there. Fuck that. One of them is their little spirituality. If they eat a porcupine, that means the gods bless them for another year. I seen one of them little cultures. They pray to a goddamn porcupine, pretty much. They got the porcupine guide around them. Y'all niggas eat porcupine, deep fried porcupine on a rotisserie stick with a little bit of Nigerian vinegar grass. I don't know, some shit like that. They be having some weird flavor shit. Like, and they be mad about when niggas use American terms. I seen a nigga over there, he was like, we got some nice little vegetables in there. She said, no, these not vegetables. This is. You start naming some shit like that. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a vegetable. That big good ground. You know, lady crazy little motherfucker. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man. I've dropped the link in the chat, man. Anybody wanna hop in? Congo rub all day. Congo probably got some good food. They say that somebody said y'all tripped out today. I'm just bullshit. I'm just talking shit. Y'all wanna go take a food trip to East India? Y'all ass are gonna be eating mud metal soup with a little seasoning in it. That shit don't be right. I hate they food, man. I went to an East Indian food. It was like a what was it? Tenzor. I don't know what the fuck that restaurant. I went in that motherfucker ordered some little soup. It tastes like a metal. It tastes like nigga just shaved metal off in some red soup. I was supposed to dip this little bread. I said, man, fuck this. Let's go. I gotta go. I'm about to go to McDonald's. Fuck is you talking about? I ain't about to eat this shit. You gonna give me a cheesesteak, goddamn. Fuck wrong with this stupid ass restaurant. East Indian food suck, dude. Don't ever go eat that shit. You, you just have the urge, like, yeah, I'm gonna go try some new cultural food today. I'm gonna go to East Indian, dog. I'm just tell you now, you heard it from Big Bout. They ain't got no flavor, no seasoning. It's gonna throw your whole shit off. You gonna fuck around, order a fish, it's gonna have chocolate spice on there. Like, what the fuck is this? What you got chocolate spice on this fish for? Like, they be bullshit, man. I'm trying to tell you. They got some bullshit going on with their little flavors over there. You see all them spices with no seasoning. Yeah, it's like weird. So many spices, that shit turned to metal. You put so many goddamn minerals in some shit, it's gonna taste like metal, G. Curry comes from America. I don't know what it is. It could be cur. How about that? I don't know what it is. That shit was. Motherfucker ordered some fish that had chocolate spice, nigga. I'm dead hungry. I said, what the fuck? Like, I ordered some fish, and then mind you, the names ain't like what we know. I'm just going off the picture. I'm like, damn, that shit look good. Then the motherfucker like it got a nice little char to it. Man, come out, I took a bite, I about spit that motherfucker. I looked at that man about want to cuss him out for dropping that motherfucking plate off in front of me. You knew I wasn't gonna like this bullshit. You said, motherfucker, I ain't going back to this goddamn restaurant. With the motherfucking Mexicans. Let me give me a taco. They can make sure there ain't no cow head meat, cause they known to put just the cow head meat inside your motherfucking burrito or something. Yeah, I'm cool on that. I thought niggas like, what are you talking about? Nigga, cow head meat. Nigga, that's real shit. Yeah, I went to a real Mexican restaurant that say, give me a taco. Yeah, they gonna think you want the cow head meat. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking. Nigga, give me some regular ground beef like they do at Taco Bell. Fuck wrong with you? Straight up. I'm about to get the hell out of here, though. I was just, he said that wasn't fish. That was fried orangutan. Jeez. Damn, I ain't one of them immigrants' cousins. No, they primates. Taco Bell got that ground cow head too. Not a hell they don't. Eat some lion steaks in Mexico. Yeah, I seen that too. That's where I really seen it at. they had some line, but motherfucker didn't try it in Africa. But in Mexico, they legal to sell line too. But like I said, you can't eat no more than it's less than a pound. So I know you can't eat no pound in a month. They said out west in Mexico you can eat horses. They eat horse chili, horse meat chili. Like I'm cool on that. I like my goddamn Tennessee Clydesdales the way they've been used in the last few years. Goddamn. Hey, with that being said, man, we're gonna get out of here. Shout out to my brother Hawk School, Sister Soul. We're gonna get ready to get out of here. Peace and blessings to everybody.
Please. I was trying to grab this book up. I got a phone call. I am so upset you're getting ready to get out of here now, but I'm a drop.
No, it's all good. Sister Soul, don't do that. You know it's all good. Just whenever you come back on, you know it's all good.
Okay.
All right, shout out to Sister Soul, shout out to Hawk School, shout out to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Support the channel, man. Support the channel on your way out. Share it on all your social media. Tag your boy in it. Shout out to DJ Cuddy, the best to do it. Shout out to Hawk School, my big bro. Man, y'all already know what's up, man. DJ Cuddy, man, spin that thing, man. DJ Cuddy.
I'm back taking risks. I'm with my man Cuddy in the cutlass to the cliffs. The dump another hit.
Shout out to DJ Cuddy, man. Shout out to all the sisters in the chat. Man, hope y'all have a luxurious, beautiful, and safe day. Make sure y'all be safe. Make sure you always deposit some information, something positive into another brother or sister's memory bank. Try not to withdraw any negativity from anybody, but make sure you keep dropping that information no matter where you at. Peace and blessings to the American Aborigines. We out.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair my numb is veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling deep my stomach, paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.